Maneuver 29 agency contract. Humanitarian Mission. It's amazing, but it looks like people still live here. We're trying to befriend the locals, so we decided to get them some supplies, and you in turn can help us deliver them. I brought 2 supply containers from Erska River warehouse to the Northern Aegis installation. I already have the wooden planks out near the city on a 6 lot trailer hooked to the Boar. I'm using the Caterpillar 745C and the Royal BM17. That Royal BM17 had busted shocks and busted wheels all the way over here, and it took forever. But it managed to get that cargo container over here, that's all that matters. If you watched that episode that had landslide in the city on it, then you probably already know where the wooden planks are. They're just out beside the city. I ended up picking up extra because I had a 6 lot trailer anyways, and it paid off. I didn't have to bring it all the way from Erska River. I don't care a whole lot about the way these trucks steer. I only bought this truck so I could have one of everything, but it does have differential locks. This is extremely slippery. Let's see if we can get around that without slipping. We just needed a little tug. These 71-inch tires are the shocks. They bounce. I gotta let the differentials cool. I don't know why they won't let you hook a trailer to this truck. I could have left that Royal BM17 in Erska River. Dangerous water levels. They don't let you put a snorkel on this thing either. It's bouncing all over these rocks. The differentials are getting hot. We got that turbo whistling now. I'm just gonna grab a little of this fuel and then I'll park over here and wait for the Royal. Let's go see if we can get the Royal down here. I brought this fuel trailer from up above the quarry at Erskine River. I'm just going to use some of it and then detach it because I don't need to take it with me. It bounces on a perfectly smooth surface because it has flats. It got into a battle with the concrete slabs and it didn't win. It's hard to drive on these rims. I'm afraid when I let go of this winch, it's going to flip right over. That might be alright. Let's grab it from the side. That's not looking pretty. I don't know why it won't let us grab that pole. I'll just switch back to the Caterpillar and take that load on in. Then I'll come back and pull that Royal BM17 out with the Caterpillar. This place looks like it has a wide place to turn, but it really doesn't. So the best way to handle it is to circle around this mountain and come up the back side. But technically I could have taken a shortcut, which I will when I go back to get the Royal. I'll bring it up the other way. The shocks and tires are so bad on it, it would never come down this road with all these rocks without dipping. But with these gigantic tires, I can just go right across that thin ice. 71s might be a little bouncy, but they are appreciated when you hit the thin ice. The deep side is over halfway up the tire. I guess I had better mark this so I don't pass it up. This is extremely deep. I would have probably tipped this thing over trying to go up the other way, but I'll bring the Royal up the other way. As bad as it is with busted tires and busted shocks, it still isn't as tippy as this thing, only because of the way it turns. But this thing crushes through that thin ice like a champ. It seems only logical to bring it this way. Rocks sprinkled on top of thin ice. I thought it was going to be solid under those rocks. This is rough terrain. That turbo's spooled up now, it's getting excited. It's eager to climb. We're here. That's one of them. Now let's go get that Royal BM17 over here. It's always more fun coming down. We would have probably tipped over or got snagged in a tree coming up with that cargo here because of the way this thing steers. I'm trying not to go too fast through this section because it's so bouncy. Who needs suspension when you have 71-inch tires? I'm surprised the differentials haven't gotten hot yet. Maybe it still has water on it. There it is, hung into the rocks, sitting on rims and busted shocks. It's really hard to believe that you're not able to winch to that pole. If you could winch to it, I wouldn't be here doing this. I guess the developers just wanted to make it more difficult. That was quick and easy. I'm gonna just hook a winch to that caterpillar and shut it off. We may have a fire if we keep driving on the rims. This thing isn't getting a whole lot of traction. It's trying to get dark. I'm going to change the time. Dangerous water levels. Let's hit from the side of it. This thing has traveled a long ways on busted shocks and busted tires. All the way from the warehouse in Erska River, basically. At least their wooden planks are already on this map. The shocks and tires are already gone, so it's working on beating up the fuel tank. This thing is extremely difficult to drive like this. It just hops all over the road. Ah, we're hung on a pole. Here's our exit. That's a pole. We already need a winch. I need to hook that on the other side. Made it to the top. That's all of those. Let's go grab that wood. That should get us there. I'm just gonna circle around to the bridge and go across. I'm not gonna go through where we cleared that landslide. I'm just gonna go and squeeze between the trees because I don't want to get stuck on that metal beam the way I did when I was doing that other task. I think it's gonna be a lot easier just to go around it. Just trying to dig into the snow. All-wheel drive should help. Whoa, I didn't mean to do that. Now I gotta squeeze through these trees. That looks like a straight shot to me. This is much better than fighting with that metal beam sticking out of that curb. We might need a winch. A winch won't save you from that metal beam sticking out of that curve over there. I don't know why they left that when we completed the task. Maybe it was just another way to raise the difficulty level. I'm gonna top off this reserve tank. Now we're ready for a long journey, but we only have a short journey. It's gonna be there when I need it. I could probably move that fuel tank up to the old fuel station. It would be just like having it open back up. This is the old fuel station. I should have kept the hammer down. I let up too much. We're going through some beautiful terrain. This boar can plow right through that deep snow. Getting a little bouncy. That blue mark on that rock makes it look like a glacier. We're driving between the cliffs. This looks like a drought. I guess you can just drive right over those rocks if you have a twin steer. These aren't just little rocks. This place is jagged looking. definitely was the scenic route. We're back on the regular road now. The detour was beautiful. This thing has monster 58-inch tires on it with chains. It can be a little bouncy at times. I'm going to move everything out of the way off camera, and I'll top off on fuel also. Did you see what I did? I was in reverse, and I moved it up into high gear while I was going in reverse, and it kept going in reverse. It's getting dark. I'm going to change the time. We're going to have to go through some extremely deep snow over here. That was hard. I might do better to go around the back side of this pole. It's definitely easier going on the back side of it. We might get these poles straightened back out, but I wouldn't count on it. I think the developers intentionally made this map ridiculously tough. But we did restore electricity and get these guys a place to get fuel. We have a short stretch of good road until we get into that extremely deep snow. I had it bouncing. Now we're in the deep stuff. Sometimes you just gotta gear down. If this is how 58-inch tires do, imagine how 47s are. The end of the deep stuff is up there where that red trailer is. Let me see how many things I can grab with an auto winch before I grab a good one. That's a good one. I'm gonna hook that from the side. The snow is up over the wheels on the left side. We should be able to creep right through this without wasting a lot of fuel. You just got to keep wiggling it. Whenever wiggling don't work, get the winch. We don't have far to go, but it's taken a long time to get there. This could be the worst snowdrift on this map. We just gotta make it to that sideboard trailer. I left that trailer there for a marker. That, and I was running low on fuel and didn't have enough to pull it through that deep snow. And I didn't really have a reason to pull it through that deep snow. That trailer might sit there for quite a while. I had almost forgotten about this service trailer that we left here. These guys up on top of the mountain gave us that for a reward. And I was just bringing it down off the top of the mountain, so if we need it, it's going to be close to the road. I could take it on down the road a little ways, but I'll just leave it there. If we never need it, I'll just sell it whenever we finish this region. We're loose now. That snow was extreme. You can hear that fuel sloshing around in that tank. There's some honeybees. We made it. If you came this far with me, you should like, subscribe, and comment, or any combination of those three things if you haven't already. Here we are. Contract completed. Humanitarian mission. Well done. It may be a pro bono mission, but you earned your reward.